whatever the amount. And as for Sunday, it's only good because, hey, it's Saturday was the day before that was. Yeah.
Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Potato.
Morning, it's the Saturday Morning Podcast with me, DJ Wolfman Jack, behind the scenes. 2 seconds, I'm just going to switch you over to the rest of the crew. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Right, get this display capture. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do... NDI source. Can I do... No. Fuck, I can't remember how to do it. Ah, shared screen, there it is. Yeah, I got it. Alright, we've got the shared screen up on the page as well.
Where's our guest?
I'm
Good
just
question.
about to bloody call him. Watch this.
Uh-huh.
Remove Dennis from the list.
Remove.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want no arguments and fights between those two. So it's just don't even call him today. If he wants to get pissed off at it, he gets pissed off at it. I'll deal with that later. But I think he'll totally understand knowing that Tony's going to be there.
Right.
I think that's about everybody. I'll just put your camera up now.
Hello. Hello. Welcome, Jenna.
Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Good
Out the
morning.
way.
So, good morning. This is the Saturday Morning Podcast with me, DJ Wolfman Jack. We've got DJ Jerry that's doing some behind the scenes work, and he's going to be talking and taking the floor very shortly. We've got DJ Junkyard Dog. We've got Tina Tunes and DJ Lava. We did have a couple of other people lined up for coming in. Hopefully they will join us very soon. I'll keep calling them and hopefully we'll get them on the call. Where are they? Where are they? There they are. Let's also put the link up. Good morning. Is that... No, he hasn't joined yet. Come on, everyone.
Maybe they forgot.
No, I don't think so. Everyone's been jumping backwards and forwards.
Yeah, where's your Beavis and Butthead?
I don't know. I'm trying to get him in there now. I'm calling them. I'm trying to get them all here. I've added them to the call enough times.
Well, if I don't want to pick up, that's on them.
That's it. We've got the share screen on the site, so we can still go ahead and do what we've got to do.
Yep.
Is her on?
Not yet. I'm waiting for her. Carol's just about to join.
Okay.
Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Who's Radium Burner?
I'm wondering the same thing. Ask them to join in, though. We can have...
2 seconds.
And then there's some others, so... Hello! Welcome
Hi,
to
Carol.
the chat.
Hey, Carol.
Sorry. Carol Drummond. Good morning, Carol.
Carol, is your microphone on?
Good morning.
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 It is now.
Yes, it is.
I don't know what happened to Tony.
Is he here?
Not yet.
Not
He
yet.
was.
Okay.
I've been calling and calling and calling him. He hasn't answered the phone. I'll try him again.
I just messaged him on Messenger, let him know we were live.
So did I.
Yeah, it might take him a minute. He'll be here.
Well, he did get woken up early hours of the morning.
Hello!
Good morning, Ian. Or good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. If you're having sound issues, do go to the top left-hand corner of your screen to the 3 little buttons and go into your audio devices and select your microphone and your speakers as you need to.
Welcome, welcome.
Good. Hello out there to Mad Max. He's in the podcast room talking to us, and he's an old Filetopia user, very good friend. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Okay, Max, I'll catch up with you, buddy. Ian, is your mic working?
Yes.
Hello, Andy.
Hello, good morning, Ian.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, it's afternoon here.
Well, of course it is.
No, it's 11
UK
p.m.
time, yeah.
11 p.m. here, so...
Well, Jerry's in the UK too. Ian, you're not the only one from the UK online.
Yes.
It's
I'm gonna
9
switch up
a.m.
my
here.
laptop.
Can we please keep it one at a time because I have struggled differentiating people? Hello. Oh,
Yes, Carol,
Canada.
it's 9 a.m.
So, I'll just wait for a few.
I'll just shrink this back down. Bloody just gone massive. Put that one back there. So basically, today's podcast is a bit of exciting news. Jerry, one of our programmers, has been working behind the scene for Thunder Mountain Radio for a couple of months actually. But a couple of weeks on this particular program. And it's very exciting. He's opening up a new doorway and a whole new language of DJing. I'm excited. We're hopefully waiting for Tony to join. If he puts his butt in gear and finally gets here. But if not, we're going to shortly run off without him.
There's someone called Anthony who just looked in the podcast room. I'm guessing that's Tony.
Yes.
Alright. So,
Okay, hold on. I've just rung him again. Come on. You can't be as bad as that, Tony. Answer the call.
hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh, and it looks like Bobby's here too.
Hi,
Okay.
Bobby.
She's in the
Well,
chat.
Bobby's
Oh.
lurking.
I'm here.
Jenna,
Good
welcome back.
morning.
Thank you.
So, just for all the listeners
okay,
out there and the viewers, we've got myself, DJ Wolfman Jack. We got DJ Junkyard Dog. We've got DJ Tina Chittunes and DJ Jerry from Thunder Mountain Radio. And we've got some special guests that have come over from Radio Galaxy. We've got Tony, Carol, and Ian. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us. I'm now going to leave the floor. Yeah. Well, not leave the floor, but Jerry's going to take the floor and go from there.
So, welcome. The idea that I had was to unify the requests. Now, what you see on the stream or on Skype or wherever you're watching, you'll see this website that I've made. It's basically a request file. That does only half of what I'm talking about. I'm going to send a link into the podcast room, which is that. I want someone or anyone to submit requests, but under the DJ name, click on DJ Jerry. That's the top one. and you can put anything in the top 3 boxes after that. So you got artist, song name, and genre. Any of them, please feel free to do it.
And when he's saying any, he means anything, whether you want to put a rave, a hip hop, a jazz, a classic, whatever you want to give him, put in there.
I'll give you a few minutes to figure that out.
Anyone?
Okay.
Any willing participant?
Yeah, Tony sounds like he's on it.
Okay.
2
Not
seconds.
sure what.
So on the stream, you can see this screen that I've got up, and I'll put it in the actual podcast room.
Go to the
Yeah.
somebody go to the chat room and click on where he put requester. Click on that and fill it out is what he's asking.
Yep. But under the DJ name, the only condition is put that as DJ Jerry, the top
You have
one
to put it as
underneath.
DJ Jerry. That's all he has programmed in right now.
Okay.
I have them all programmed in. It's just that they are not.
Well, it'll be easier with
Yeah.
with Jerry's name.
So let me know when you've done that. Just anyone.
I'm doing it.
And at the bottom you got register. Click that. It would say it's submitted. I'm gonna move that one down. Goes over.
Okay.
I'm sending it.
Welcome,
Cool.
Tony, by the way.
We've got a request. So this is going to me. I am going to quickly show you how it works in a few.
Alright, set you one.
We got 2 then, or should have. So let's have a look. Yep, we got 2. That's excellent. So, I haven't actually turned on the program. This program is brand new. It is being hard-coded by me. This is what happens now.
Yep.
It will refresh every 30 seconds, and it always appears on top. We can also do show previous. We can see previous tracks. We can select, at the moment it's 8 or 9. So if I go to 9, I can click played. I can put in a message. And then all I do is submit. Submit the update. Then if I click refresh data, that one's gone. Completely gone. It works. It refreshes every 30 seconds. So just double check to make sure you've selected the right one, and it will allow you to submit the actual form. You can also put a message to the DJ, from the DJs to the person, eventually. That is partly why the website isn't finished. We have a nice little setup for the SAM broadcaster. This does work. Which I've clicked, but it's downloaded from a server, so it will take a few seconds, normally. And then it comes up with the SAM broadcaster setup program. It automatically sends the setup, but also it sends it to the tray. This is all openware. Got a nice little about screen, but obviously due to the on top feature, it will not let it work. Which we can turn that off using this. So, this is the details. You got your themes, you got your database setup, everything. So, this allows you to click away from it You can minimize it to try. Copyrighted and whatnot. This is all designed to be easy as possible for you lot to use. Every 30 seconds it will update as per normal. We can actually show you the rest of the requests if I really wanted to. They are done by ID numbers. So you'll get an ID number, let's say 9, 10, 11, it goes up. But only the DJ requested can see the requests. No one else. So, if someone submits a request now, give it 30 seconds, it will actually appear on this box. Let's say you can auto-reject. Say you got an actual podcast. You got an actual DJ stream that you want, fully in control of. This allows you to do that. There is nothing you need to worry about. It does not require admin permissions at all. It allows you to have everything at your fingertips. You can keep it down here while you have Sam running. Notice I've got Sam Broadcaster as well. I just don't use it that much. So it allows you to have it like that, so you can see what's going on. Eventually, I will be making it part of the PAL script. I'll also be having it so that you can turn off requests from certain people if you wanted to, for an X amount of time. Usually it's going to be an hour. If someone exploits it after so many requests, it will do a 24-hour ban on the person. So, you got someone else who's got a comedy, and it's appeared. You can also have your dedicated name, your messages. So let's say someone dedicated something to someone, you can see it. Very, very easy going, very, very friendly. If you have any questions about this software, please feel free to ask. It is brand new. It is programmed by myself.
Okay.
So not only will it eventually do just the requests, but it's also going to be a full-on installer for Sam, and eventually Jerry can program the different scripts so that you don't have to remote DJs no more. You just send them one file and that's it. But the problem with that is, for other people out there, they are going to have to look at the. This is all run off of a server that is linked to Jerry, because obviously it's a bit like Shoutcast. So he has put a license key on it, and it is available. But you'd have to speak to Jerry and negotiate with Jerry on that. But at the end of the day, once it's set up, it's going to make your life such a dream. We haven't actually touched the station for about 8 weeks.
Okay.
We've set up all the new servers for our SQLs and stuff. Jerry's been programming this for about the last 3 weeks. And we haven't actually had to remote any DJ to have problems or anything like that. It's just been smooth sailing the whole way. And once this is set up with an auto installer, and you've got all the scripts set up for the request boxes and stuff like that,
Right.
you're not going to need like people on Messenger and Skype and other chat programs, IMVU, Power Talk, or wherever they are.
You just send them a website.
Send them a
and that's it.
website, and that's it.
Okay.
It makes it so easy.
All right. When you brought up that that section where you make the request,
Yep.
where exactly I was trying to look for it. And I
It's in
couldn't
the
find
actual chat. It's in the actual chat of the podcast. It's called Requester.
There's a link
Okay.
link in the chat room. Click on the link that Jerry posted up, and it'll
Yeah,
take.
you might have to click. Yeah, I might have to click the chat button. That will actually open up the chat. So you might have to do that.
Down at the
Okay,
bottom of the screen, do you see where it says chat with a red dot?
Just give me a sec here.
It's like a little
Okay.
speech bubble.
Okay. The red. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, with the red dot. Yeah.
Click it,
You
and then
click
you
on
should be
that.
able to see.
And it should open up a look. You should see that now. Bunch of chat over to the right.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. And then
And you
is
see
it that,
requester.
link there with where it says register.
Yeah,
Or requester.
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 Oh,
And you
I
come
see.
up with
Okay.
this.
That's a Q, not a G.
Then you can. In the top box, there is a list of DJs.
Yeah.
And you can select like DJ Jerry at the moment because that's the only one that's licensed because that's the only one who can actually run the program.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I just got flagged with
The actual
saying that
website.
it was it was dangerous or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have
The
to
actual
go to my
website. The actual website is marked as HTTP, not HTTPS. The reason for that is it's a noip.org domain. You cannot have HTTPS with that. This is only a temporary site. It will end up on a secure site later.
It's going on the Thunder Mountain site later. It's just that, obviously, for test purposes, he's had to put it up like this.
I would never ever put it on a non-secure line normally, but it's because of testing environment. I've had to.
All right. I just had to turn my antivirus off because it said that it was a dangerous I don't know, something or other. I just saw dangerous.
I can assure you it ain't because I'm on the page now and like I've sent 2 requests through already.
Yeah.
Mine was the Kevin Bloody Wilson and the DJ Hixie.
Yeah, it says dangerous webpage blocked, and then I can see it now.
Yep.
So if you scroll down to DJ Jerry in the drop-down box,
yep.
Then select an artist name. I did Kevin Bloody Wilson, and then I did Do You Fuck or First Dates. Then I put in genre comedy.
He's comedy, all right.
And then I just hit register.
It will come up saying it will go back to homepage in 10 seconds. And then you can submit another one. But it won't do it constantly, afterwards. There will be a hidden part of the website that won't be seen. Now, if you do that, you should be able to send a request and it should come up over here. So straight away, I could see what I mean? I pressed refresh data because I could see it on the other screen. And straight away, you've got Collective Soul Complement. by
Yep.
alternative rock. So, you know, we can actually see the song name and the artist. Then we can actually look it up in our databases and see if we can find it and play it.
If not, Jerry's
Okay.
in the
Cool.
If not, in the next release, Jerry's also programming a little extra couple of features, which I don't know if he's ready to release that information yet, or
I'm okay with releasing that information.
he's actually going to do like a web crawler that downloads MP3s for you, so you won't need anything like YouTube or anything like that. You'll be able to click on another little box that says download track, and it'll automatically download it to a folder on that you select on your computer, and then you can just drag and drop from there and put into SAM.
Yep.
So
Okay.
it is going to make a fucking big difference. It's going to be one of the best tools that you can have for DJing.
Mhm.
In my opinion, I think it's going to open up a whole new ball game, because if you haven't got it, you're going to get it, and you're never going to disappoint.
Right.
But also note there's different themes. There are 4 themes programmed into this. 4 of them.
Okay.
This is a Thunder Mountain Radio theme. I'm going to change the theme. It does it on load rather than anything else. You have the default theme, which is... It looks very basic. You have a dark theme, which is basically that. It's just black. And you have a third theme, other than the mountain. You got this one here. The main theme that I like using, because I actually programmed it, is this theme. Each theme is done through the back end. You can actually make it yourself. If I open up a fifth theme, you can actually put it in a folder called themes. Currently I've got 2 in there, but you can actually put it in. So there's that.
So it's going to be adaptable for different people. Obviously, with the server side of things, like our server for MySQL, we've done away with. We don't use MySQL no more. Jerry actually hosts a MS SQL server for us on a remote server. And we'll connect to that. We don't install MySQL on anyone's machine no more. So obviously this request that he's doing here for you guys would have to be adapted, and this is why you guys would have to talk to Jerry, because at the moment everything points to his remote servers for both the requester and our radio stream. So for you guys to do it, because you guys host locally in that, your MySQLs and that'll have to be reprogrammed into this program.
No,
You
just have a centralized one person who hosts it, and that's it. I could even set it up so it does it through my servers, but that will cost a little bit extra for the privilege of having it set up on a dedicated.
Yeah, that's what I was basically trying to say. Like, one person's going to have to run it as a main server, and then or pay a bit extra to you and get it put on your remote server. But again, these are things that you'd have to talk to Jerry about if you're interested, because it's his program. It's his baby. This is his donation to the station. So I'm just putting it out there to you guys to say, look, it's a bloody good feature. It's going to be a ball game changer for everyone, especially on remote installs and stuff like that, Tony. Like, I know how much trouble you've had with Ian and Paul and everyone else to be able to send them this one file and then be able to go click, download SAM, click, install, and then Jerry's also programming this program to put all the scripts in, so instead of you having to put all the station info into SAM, it'll all do it through a PAL script through SAM. And it'll add the PAL script to the SAM player so that you don't have to remote them at all. You just send them one file and it's done. He's trying to make it so simple and so easy for us that it's just going to work.
It won't be one file because the plugins are required, like the connector door file, the web crawlers, stuff like that. They are required as well because of how it's operated. But at the same time, you're just sending them a file and that's it. It's done, it's dusted, it's out the way.
That's it, that's what I mean. Once you send them that one file then at the drop down where Jerry's got file, it'll install SAM and it'll install everything else, and here just send you a text file that goes with the program on what you install, and that's it. But it's going to be a big ball game changer because you're not going to have to send them SAM, you're not going to have to send them MySQL, you're not going to have to then remote them and set it all up, then you're not going to have to do everything else. It's just send them a file, job done, go.
Right.
Any questions whatsoever?
Any questions, any thoughts, any ideas, any suggestions? Throw them out there now.
No, I like the idea. I think it's good. Now, is this something that's going to be integrated into SAM Broadcaster, or is it just something that you have to download and then?
Well, what's going to end up happening? What's going to happen is this is a dedicated program especially for it, because the request system of SAM Broadcaster is based on single person usage rather than a radio station. You cannot have a request system going to each person. It doesn't work like that. This program is completely different. It will allow you to only get the requests from them individual people under them names. So, being a person who made this, I actually tested it with my name and Andy's name. Sorry, Andy, you're a victim. But I tested it thoroughly. It does actually request, but later on, this program will also send the request straight to SAM, and it will appear in your SAM area. It will not appear in the request box. That's the one thing it will not do.
Okay.
The request box and feature is crap on SAM Broadcaster because it only tells you estimated time of how long it's going to take, the artist and title, and the duration of the song. That's all it tells you. It does not tell you who it's from, who it's to, dedicated message. It does not tell you them things. This feature is absolutely crap on SAM.
That's why Jerry's implemented this, because you can actually put a message in there, like if it's someone's birthday and you want to play it for their birthday, or say you want to dedicate a song for, say this one's for Carol, like it says in there this one's for Carol, and it shows up. So when the DJ gets the request, they can actually go, oh, this one's for Carol. And it also means, you know where, and this is another game changer as well, at the moment you've got T1 Time and a few others in the room that flood the room with those fucking pictures and links and stuff. And as you know, in the last couple of days, we've resolve the issue with Ian and Paul with their links. So it's hard to go back and see requests in between all that sometimes. This method, you're going to do away with that because the only screen that you're going to have with requests in is that box there.
Right.
All you do
Okay.
is you just put a link up in the... if someone puts a message up in the chat room saying that they want a song played, you give them the link and go, sorry, we're only requesting links through here so that the current DJ that's on gets the request. You actually you've got to emphasize it that that's the only way that they can receive the request, and that way it doesn't matter if they're on Facebook, fucking Filetopia, WinMX, or wherever. The DJ that's on at that time is going to get the request, whether it be you, the station owner, advertising everywhere else, or Carol advertising everywhere else. It doesn't matter. That DJ that's on is going to get that request.
Okay.
The thing about requests overall is, at the current state of affair before this program came out, is you have to be on WinMX, IMVU, Filetopia. You have to be everywhere. Facebook, and that's a resource hog unto itself. But if you turn around and say, hey, I'm in this chat room, but I'm only accepting requests through this, you've eliminated almost 90% of the resources you've wasted.
And it only takes one user out of all of you to be in the other place to be able to display the link up. You don't need to all be in the same place at the same fucking time. You know what we mean?
Right. Yep.
This is a huge ball.
And the most important thing to me that I like about this program here is, you know, everybody's got that listener named Frank Torque. We all know Frank. We all know Frank. We all know Frank likes to sit you and sends you with 50 different requests in a 1 hour period.
Right.
On this program here, you can limit it to 2 requests per hour or half hour or 10 per hour, whatever you as a DJ want per user.
That is part of the next update, which is going to be happening soon. But yes, you'll be able to have a limit on how many you can accept from one user. This is before even Neil's got a hold of it, before Andy's got a hold of it. This is in the beta stages. I'm just showing you the beta releases. This is not supposed to be seen normally.
Yeah.
Because you normally just get, okay, this is it. This is what you're getting.
Basically, the beta release for us, we're looking at Friday next week for Jerry to release it to us. We'll obviously be testing it and seeing how it runs. And then Jerry's going to be adding add-ons to it and upgrading it from there. And the thing is that it's going to be an auto update too. If you look in the program that Jerry's got up on the screen at the moment, it actually shows you that there's a update box, third drop down menu across, check for updates. So any updates that there are from the beta version, you'll be able to update and update and update. But again though, the product key codes that he's going to put out are going to be, you won't be able to duplicate them, you won't be able to cross them. Once you register a product code, that's it. It's registered to that user. I don't know how Jerry's going to do it, whether he's going to do it. You buy 10 product keys, and as long as you've only got 10, you can renew each product key or whatnot. I don't know how Jerry's going to do that. But it's going to change a lot for DJing. A hell of a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
That way you ain't got to worry about missing requests in a room because you weren't maybe somebody requested a song in Triple Delight's room, but you were in your broadcast room at the time, and so you didn't get a chance, and too many people talked or something, you didn't get a chance to see it. Well, now you don't have to worry about that because all requests are only on one page here.
Yeah. Okay.
See, eventually, see, I'm programming with Jerry at the moment, and eventually, at our backside of the website, we've got another integration that's going on with. We're actually moving our server over, and that'll be part of our website as well, where all our DJs log in and go to their stream. But we're also doing a request page there, and on the request page it'll have the box that Jerry's got for requester, and on the left hand side it'll show up the DJ profile, and then on the right hand side it'll show up a clock with the DJ name, and then it'll automatically select that DJ, because I'm building like a calendar system that the calendar and the time points to the DJ name that's on the schedule, and automatically shows their bio next to the request box. So it's so easy that when someone clicks on the request page and they go, oh shit, what DJ's on? I don't know what DJ's on, I'll just request it to DJ Jerry, and it's DJ Tina Tunes on the air. DJ Jerry's going to get the request, but if they've got their DJ bio with a clock and the DJ name above it that points everything to that profile, it's plain and simple. That's the DJ on air, that's the DJ you select, and you make the request. That again, I know for a fact Radio Boss doesn't have that feature, Tony. Sorry, not Radio Boss, Radio King.
Yeah.
Because they have their own standalone web page, and that's why Neil pulled out, because I said, look, I can't program this is shit. Like, I couldn't change anything. So, you would have to look at hosting and a domain name.
Okay.
This also allows you to eventually will allow every DJ to set a hard limit of how many requests per session as well. So you're not just having, you know, you're not flooded with requests. You're going to have an option to disable that.
Like Jerry said, you've got an option to reject. So if you're on a certain genre, like the Brits might be on a British pop quiz or something like that, or Carol might be doing a country, you might be doing a hard rock, and a request might come through for a country while you're doing a hard rock. In this program, you have the right to reject that and say, and it comes up with, you can put a message in and say, look, sorry, it's not within genre, and it'll send that back to the person that's requested it.
Right. Okay.
So there's a lot of features. It's not just a request set feature. You can actually respond to the request by saying, sorry, I can't play that, it's not in my genre, or requests are closed at this time because I've had too many requests come in and it's going to go over my DJ show. Like, you've got that feature in it as well, that you can stop things. We're basically trying to give the DJ more power and more control over what they're doing. So yeah,
Okay.
You can play your own music and enjoy yourself as you normally are and have fun, but as well as having fun, we all like to take the requests and get our listeners involved. So this is going to do that, but I don't know how you're situated over there, but we've got quite a strong gathering over here, and we do get flooded with requests, and I mean we get flooded.
Yeah.
Right.
We've got a couple of users over in WinMX. They hit us with 15, 20 requests, and for a 2-hour show, you can't play them.
This will eliminate the need for being flooded as well. Let's say you want a whole session to be 10 requests only. You can put that limit hard cap in, and that is the maximum request you're going to get. It will not allow you to get any more requests during that 24 hours.
But that's where the joys of me linking the requester page up with the website is going to come in as well. Because when it automatically shows the DJ that's on at the time, it will send that next request to the next DJ. So if the current DJ finishes and it switches over, they can then switch to the next DJ and send the request through to them. So you're always going to get constant requests going through, and it's always going to hit the DJ that's on the right time of the schedule. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So there's another feature that I haven't shown on this. It's auto rejection. Auto rejection just basically rejects everything.
Last night, I want details.
So let me show you what happens.
How long? When can we go?
I'll click the button. Right. It's going to take a couple of seconds for it to realise, because it is auto rejection turned on. Therefore, all requests have been rejected. That was new. Notice
Everyone,
nothing there.
I am going to pause this conversation, Jerry, for just one quick second to let everybody know I was just informed that sometime last night my great niece was born.
Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations, yeah.
Not supposed to be born until September sometime, but she's mama was having some complications with some high blood pressure, so they brought it out into this world early, and everything seems to be okay so far.
Oh, that's wonderful news.
Right on. Well, congratulations.
Then her name
Now.
is Jolene,
Ah.
just like
Congrats.
the Dolly Parton song.
Yep.
Anyway, in the auto rejection mode, which is what is going on here, back to the subject,
Back to
I'm
the
going to show you
subject.
what it does. What it does, it automatically tells the message that it's auto rejection turned on, therefore request to this DJ has been disabled, and it's constant, so there's no way you can be ignored. So
Right.
I'm right away. Although she's probably
And
gonna
it-
do it.
turn it off.
You did, but you should call your mom and let her know.
And I was going to say, it's the same when you send the request. I don't know if you can do it, Jerry. I think you showed me it before. But if you send the request through and Jerry puts a reply in saying, sorry, this has been rejected because it's not in the genre, it'll do the same thing
So-
in the back end.
I will show you this one because it hasn't been set up on the website. I've put one as new. So if I go there,
Come here. Okay.
I'm putting a rejection in, and then reject, submit. Oh, it's not working properly at the moment, but I'll fix that later. It's because it's, you know, there is an issue there, but eventually it will work. Unfortunately, there's a problem with this box here, but that will be fixed later. So
Now, how
You
will
can-
they get the notification?
It'll go back
How
to
will-
the request page.
the request page will tell you.
Oh. Okay.
See, at the moment, when
ha-
you put the request through, Tina, like you did earlier, you know when you put your request through, it came up with this page will refresh in 10 seconds and send you back to the request page. Well, instead of it refreshing, it'll bring you back with your request has been submitted. The DJ is it rejected or accepted or whatever.
Okay.
No, it won't come up there because it would take too much time due to the other features that are going on. It will send it on the actual website instead.
Right.
But it's still useful.
But it'll show up once you hit that submit request. It'll show up when it comes back up. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
So
Okay.
it'll probably pop up underneath that box that requests or wherever Jerry puts it, saying rejected for reason blah blah blah, or he hasn't quite got to that yet. He's still been playing in the background.
All of these announcements that have been happening is all in the near future. It's within grasp now.
Yeah.
So these are certain things. In the about section, I'm going to actually show who it's licensed to as well. So it will tell you who it's licensed to with their product key. But it's nothing to do with anyone else. That product, I could even flash my product key right now. Right? That's my product key. It will not work for you. Even if you try and use it, it will not work for you. You can copy that down, you can write it down, it will not work.
Because that's only the test key.
That is not the test key, that is a test server key, which is my private server. It will not work on my public servers. This is a completely different code. So even though you see the code, it will not work for you. Same with the password, same with the username. It will not work. All of these details have been changed to privatized. That's why the server IP is 127.
So what do you think, Tony?
Don't.
Eh?
I'm just kidding.
Come on, what do you,
What do you think about the whole program?
what do you think about it?
About the requests and
Well, I could go into more depth with Jerry. We could bring up the servers and that and show you what he's done there. And you could negotiate possibly with Jerry on things like that as well. But that's between you and Jerry if that's what Jerry decides that he would like to do for other people. I can't speak for Jerry on that response. That's down to Jerry if he wants to host out his servers. But at the end of the day, this he's prepared to lease out. So we want opinions. We want suggestions. If you got a suggestion or you think you want something added to it or taken away from it or something like that, say, because he's here, he's the programmer, and you can negotiate with him.
Right. No, I don't have any questions.
Would you think that you'd use it?
Pardon me?
Would you think you would use it?
Yeah, I'd give it a go. Yeah, definitely.
The website, eventually this will be able to be seen on websites as well. So you'll have a list of requests, previous requests done, order by, date and time. So you can actually do it so that the latest request will always be the first one you see on the website. But overall, when it comes to the DJ, you want the oldest request first, not the newest. If you have the newest request, people are just going to play the new request and ignore the old ones. It will always be the old requests first.
Right.
So yeah, what do you think? What do you think, Carol?
It seems like a great idea.
Well,
I like it.
Well, this is it.
I just have to learn it.
I know you've been around for a fair while on the radio, and I don't know what you think, but to me, it's a game changer for requesting and especially setting things up. And
I could learn it. I just have to be showed. Because I've always been around Sam forever.
This is a program that is used side by side with Sam, right? The problem we had with Sam is that when it comes to requests, it did not work right. You could not say, hey, this is a request sent by X user. You could not do that because it didn't give you the option.
And it also didn't give you the option that if you didn't have the file, you could get it. It just gave you basically the power script that originally created with Sam was you upload all your music files that you've got to a website or to a database, should I say. That database then shows it out onto a website. The user could then pick from that database the songs that you've got and only request them. They couldn't add any other songs in. This allows you to add songs in because they type the name of the song. The only thing that you're going to have is their spelling mistakes, which we've all dealt with through chat rooms anyway. So,
this is their own. I'll show you the request stuff by Sam, right? Because I have tried it through the website. This is what it does for Sam Broadcaster. This is their stuff.
You have to choose from a list of only music that you have. Well, guess what? We're pioneers. If we don't have a song, we go steal it from someone.
That's right.
So this allows you to.
Sam doesn't allow you to do that. Sam, they can only request the songs that you already have. They don't give you an option to go get it for this listener. That Jerry's program gives you that option to go get it if you don't already have it.
That's
the
great.
easiest way to explain the two.
And like I said, eventually it's not only going to allow you to go and get it, but it's going to actually get it for you as well. So if you haven't got it, you're just going to be able to click a button and it's going to search the web for that MP3 and then send it to you. So it's the biggest fucking game changer for any DJ out there.
Yeah.
We're thinking about possibly contacting Spatial Audio and saying that we've made the requester, and we're thinking that they might even go through Jerry and like take this to a bigger avenue. But that's a lot further down the line. We only discussed that sort of early hours of this morning. That he went, you know what? He said, what do you really think of this? And I said, this is going to be the biggest game changer for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a self-installer, it's an updater, it's a requester, it's everything all in one. So for internet radios that have got 10 or 11 DJs, it's going to just blow everything out the water.
Yeah.
Originally, I wanted to connect up the program to Sam, but the problem with that is that Sam's infrastructure might not work for this program. This is for Windows 10 and above. I do not support Windows 7 and above. I do not support Windows 7, 8, or 8.1. It's only Windows 10 and above, which is what everyone should be running nowadays anyway. It will run on Windows 7, it just won't be supported. There won't be any security updates or anything like that. Because Microsoft has cut off support for Windows 7 and 8, I can't do anything about the security flaws in that. Eventually, this program will be available on mobile phones as well. So you can have
Okay.
multiple screens, and you'll be able to go, okay, I can see it on my phone, I'm going to reject the request because I got no way of communicating with my computer. Or you will be able to submit the request back. This is all done to make DJing easier.
So what if you have like you're running Windows 11 and you made it look like Windows 7? Will it still run on that?
Look at my screen. Please understand this. I use a shell myself.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I use a shell myself, so it has to work for me.
Jerry's running
This
Windows
program's-
11. Jerry's running a computer just as fast as mine, and Tony.
Right. Yeah.
Jerry plays online gaming.
This is a big game changer for you guys as well. I haven't decided the fee prices for the actual license because I have to create X amount of licenses for each company, sort of thing. I'm calling it a company. The only company that I have legitimately got this working for is Thunder Mountain Radio. Because Neil and Andy both turn around and says, this is a free-for-all for you. You can do whatever you like with this program. Just don't affect the radio.
Right.
But like I said, he's already said that he'd negotiate either a multi-license or single license activation. Like you can buy it singly or you can buy it multiply. He's just got to work the price out, and obviously he can work out with you guys on a one-on-one basis if you want to go down this path. But at the end of the day, all I can say is you'd be a fool not to.
Right.
So what it would be is, will the owner be buying the amount, or will each DJ be buying it?
Well, that
That's the
depends
option.
on. That's what I was saying. That depends on you guys. If you want to say to Ian and Paul, you buy your own licenses, Jerry can work out a fee. Or if Tony wants to come up and go, right, I'm going to plan on having 12 licenses, but can I add licenses on? Jerry might be able to do a package for add-ons or something like that.
okay.
He'd negotiate that with whoever. Because look, last night, it's like I said to Jerry, I reached out to you guys. I even reached out to JA9 and Moose Hunter that went out and started their own station. Because I believe that this, of what Jerry's done, is one of the biggest changes for everyone. And it needs to be shared. Jerry's willing to share it for a fee, so I've basically gone out there and gone, look, this is what it is to everyone, because it's unbelievable. I've sat back and looked at everything in the last 8 weeks with the new server and that we've got. We've got an MS SQL remote server on Jerry's dedicated server that all our DJs just use username and password for now. So when we install SAM, it's just install SAM4. When it comes up in use servers, you click on remote server. You use your username and details and where the server location is. Select next. That's it. You don't have no MySQL to install. And then once you've done that, that's where this program comes in. You install this, and it runs straight alongside SAM for the DJs. They don't need to be in multiple places. They're not going to miss a request. And yeah, I just think that in 8 weeks prior to this new release, we haven't had any dramas, any problems. The only remoting that I have done is because I've changed internet providers, and whilst I changed internet providers, my IP changed, and I had to remote every one of my every one of Neil's DJs to re-add my network drives in, and then once I re-added the network drives in, they were back up and running again. Other than that, I've done no station work at all, other than a bit of website coding and helping Jerry.
I've also adapted to Linux a little bit, so we got a Linux DJ as well, who is currently unavailable due to personal reasons, but they are able to DJ on Linux. So it actually is expanded across the platforms rather than just Windows. Windows is great for certain facilities, but absolutely crap when you want to, use it for cross-platform.
Jerry has managed to program the SAM and everything to go through Linux.
Okay.
You're not restrained by the operating system anymore.
And this DJ requester will also be Linux-based eventually as well.
Yes. You won't need to worry about this.
So this has been the biggest change and the biggest advantage in a long time.
Cool.
What do you think, Ian?
I like it. I like the idea, Andy. I think myself, it's going to make a lot of things a lot more easier.
Well, this is it. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to basically make it easier for every DJ out there.
Yeah, I can see your point. But as you know, Andy, I will have trouble with Paul.
Well, you two are special. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you, Andy.
I actually made this.
It's going to be my big headache.
Honestly and truthfully, Ian, it's not going to be a headache. If Paul's in for it, depending on how Tony wants to do this, whether he wants to go for a multi-license or whether you guys purchase it individually, I think if you've got it yourself, I think Paul is going to follow suit, because once he realises how easy and how much an advantage it is, he's going to want it straight away. It's going to be like one of them, well, I want that. How can I get that?
Oh, yes, he will do. Yes, he will do.
So, I don't think you're going to have a problem there.
No. One other question on this, though, Andy. How are we going to install it? Are we being remoted to be installed?
No, there won't be a remote access at all. For this setup, I will issue just a setup program. It will not require admin permissions. That is the one thing I will say. You will not need admin permissions at all. It does not require it. Admin permissions is basically limited. You do not need it. The only time you need it is for SAM.
It'd just be basically an EXE, like downloading, I don't know, Filetopia and opening it up. You just literally click on it and that's it. It's done. It's open. So that wouldn't be an issue.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough then. Yep. Yeah, I like the program. I like the program a lot. It's gonna be more helpful.
There will be
I
a few
think-
updates. There will be a few updates before Friday next week, because that's when I'm planning on giving it to Thunder Mountain Radio. And after that, it's only minor tweaks at the moment. Very, very minor tweaks. After that, it will be in the beta stage for up to a month. After that, we'll talk licensing. So you're looking at least 5 weeks before I open it up to everyone else. 5 weeks, that's all I'm asking, because I need to make sure it works, and I need to make sure that the Thunder Mountain Radio is not affected by anyone else.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
What do you think, Tony? How would you like to do it?
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Yeah, well, what would you look?
look?
Would you be single license or multi?
Well, it could probably do multi, but well, depends on like what's the actual cost of the license.
I haven't thought about that yet, but I'm thinking about £50 per user. Because it is a game changer, I am willing to negotiate with it.
Right.
But it won't just be one little signal license you will get. You will get a buffer of licenses. Basically, you will get a mode dedicated for yourself. As a owner of a radio, you will get I'll show you the actual other mode I've got. This is just one mode. So, under this mode, which is my other mode, except it's decided to play up. There we go. You got to create product key. This mode here will allow you to create a product key up to the amount of licenses you've requested. And that will be it. You cannot create any more licenses upon that.
Right.
It will
Okay.
It will also give you username, DJ name, and then it will give you the product key for other people to use. But it will only be for them users.
Right. Okay.
That's the difference between the modes.
Okay. Now, let's say I wanted to get it and then have it so that it could be used by, say, 20 DJs. Would I have to pay like 50 for each one?
No, there will be a discount available for all the DJs. There will be available discounts. If you're paying 50, if you're paying for 50 licenses, you're only going to pay like 250. You know, it's going to be something really, really cheap in comparison to 2,500. Because you've got to pay for the license for each individual person. But if you're buying in a bulk, you don't have to pay. You know.
So if you want 20 licenses, it'd be like, I don't know, 75% discount or something. So it only costs you like $250 instead of 2,500.
I got a question.
Go on.
Go ahead.
When the owner buys the license, the multi-license, how long will them license be good for? Or
Lifetime.
will they have to pay again later?
We have an option of lifetime licenses or 5-year licenses. I'm not going to go, you know, oh, you can't have this because XYZ reason. I will actually put in a little bit of an explanation code, but that's only if I want to go down that road.
Oh, okay.
This is all under negotiations at the moment. We have not really discussed what is
Okay.
happening.
That's what I'm saying.
Good
Like,
question.
I've brought you guys in to see whether you were interested, and to negotiate with Jerry, because at the moment it's just an idea at the back burner that he's done this for Thunder Mountain, and I've said to him, well, look, Jerry, like, your work's bloody good. It needs to be put out there. Other stations need this. It's
Yes.
a handy tool. And me saying that to him, he's come back to me this morning and gone, well, I agree, and I can put the licenses out there, but because I'm going to have to use my server to hold the licenses up and stuff like that, I'm going to have to charge a fee. And that's where he's like, well, I don't want it to be too costly, but I'm going to get something back from it. So it's all negotiation at the moment. He hasn't got a set amount. He hasn't got even set a price of what he's putting on there. He could say $50 a license. He could say $75 a license. Or sorry, pound. Sorry, Jerry.
Don't worry about it.
So it's just a negotiation. Like I said, we brought you guys in because it needs to be shared.
It sure does.
Yeah, I like it. I think I definitely go for a multi-license.
But then what you got to
But
look at, Tony, is look at how many DJs you've got, and then look at how many DJs you think you're going to have, and then buy your licenses to the equivalent of that, and it'll become cheaper for you. Like I'm saying at the moment, because Jerry asked me this morning what sort of licenses we'll be looking at, and I looked at Thunder and I went, well, look, 12 licenses at the moment is what we would need. So you're looking at about 12 on average licenses, and then you can add from there.
Oh,
You wouldn't need the 20 licenses. 20 licenses is just going overboard.
This is designed to make it easier for you guys. It's not going too far. It's not going too little. I'll probably do a pack of 12 to begin with, and then a pack of 24, and then so forth. But it's going to be something you can do on your own time.
Bobby.
that sounds good, Bobby.
Can we do a payment plan?
Yeah.
Well, you can do. Yeah, we can do a payment plan. PayPal. Pay in full.
Yeah.
The idea is to make it as easy as possible for you guys. That's it. You broke your system again, Bobby. When haven't you? But yeah, this whole idea, this was all done without informing Neil or Andy what I was doing at the time. It was just simply, I'm going to do this and I'm not going to tell them about it. That's how simple it was. Andy can vouch for that. I did not announce what I was doing. I was just doing it for fun.
And like I said, eventually, if you got your own website, we can integrate it over. And I'm going to be doing features over here at Thunder Mountain where it shows the current DJ and everything that's on, and it's going to point to them and everything. But again, it's where you're going to go, Tony, and what you're going to do. the DJ request at the end of the day, you can use, and it's a game changer. The only difference is, and it is going to be a difference, Jerry, is that someone's going to have to host the request page for him.
Yeah, I won't be doing that for you
Okay.
guys because that is part of the package you will get. As the owner of the radio, you should be responsible for your own websites.
So you would have to get a domain name, cheap domain name, and web hosting to be able to host that.
Good morning, Bobby.
But we would be able to give you the source code for the main request page that you can put on your page to do what it needs to do. So, but yeah, you would have to buy your own domain and web page. It wouldn't be any good going through Wix or anything like that either.
No, you won't be able to host it through Wix because Wix requires you to use their own services, but you have no way of updating the SQL server. This is part of the SQL. You need a MySQL server for this.
Okay.
And I'm willing to host it. But that's an extra fee on top of it because of, I have to pay for the servers.
That's what I'm saying, Tony. Like there is options there, but it's something you'd have to negotiate with Jerry, because Jerry's got 3 dedicated servers, or more, I think.
4.
So
4 dedicated servers.
He's more than capable of doing it, but as for web hosting and that you'd have to negotiate.
Right. Okay.
Because again, Jerry and myself, we both do web design and that, so
I do it for pure fun. That's all I do it for. So, if anything, I'm willing to open up my resources, clearly, but it's all depending on what you do with it. I'm not having someone exploit me for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really up to you how you go about it, If you want to open up the floor, you can. So, yeah, that is how it's operated. There'll be another update within the next couple of weeks. If you feel free, you can feel free to message me your ideas if it comes to your radio station. I will say if it is possible or not, and then we can actually work from there.
All
Need a
right.
cigarette?
Well, I think I got another
roll.
question.
Sit down. I'm
Go
just gonna
on.
move myself one. I'll get you one.
If he don't use your server, does it work on any server, or do we have to have a special server? Maybe I don't understand all that.
A server will allow you to my program will work on most SQL servers, but you must have the foundation there already.
So if you've got a website with SQL on it, you could use it on your website, as long as you've got enough traffic.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
Am I right, Jerry?
Yeah. As long as it works for your system, it will work fine.
And I'm sure that Jerry could offer his services for a small fee to set up the MS MySQL if needed. Because obviously he doesn't want it to fuck his program up.
Oh, I understand that.
Oh, well, no, at the end of the day, if he sells your program and it fucks up and you come back to him and complain, like, obviously if he offers tech support and comes in and does the setup for the MySQL, then you guys know it works, he know it works, and you're both happy. Am I right, Jerry?
Yeah. It's really down to what you want the program to do. If you don't want it at all, you don't have to have it. This is a complete open option.
It's only
It's
something
to make
that
things.
it's only something that Jerry's brought to the table over here. And as we said, we've changed our MySQL service and that, and Jerry hosts them. He's eventually going to be hosting the website and the domain name and everything, and the dedicated server for the radio. We just haven't got there. But we're basically saying that, look, this is an advantage to everyone. If everyone wants it, you can operate it from a simple web page. And it doesn't have to be as splash and spectacular as Thunder Mountain. It can just be a simple one-page request page. As long as it's got the MySQL in the background. Exactly. As long as it's got the MySQL running in the background, it'll work.
Oh, okay.
You will not be required, right? You will not be required to actually host it locally if you don't want to. This is all down to what you want as the radio owners, the radio DJs. It's all up to you.
See, because Tony's got MySQL hosted on his computer, he can actually host it from him to you guys, but that's a whole different ballgame. That means he doesn't have to buy a website or anything. But that's if he's got the knowledge enough to set up the database and a HTTPS or a HTTP server on his computer to be able to do the web page host. And he can do it all himself. He can even host a full web page himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So that would cut down costs. But for simple, if you buy a decent web host service, like I'm with Hostzinger at the moment, we brought 4 years of web host for I think it was $100 and some odd bucks, and domain name. Our domain name expires next year, which is one of the reasons why we're changing it. But we got 4 years of hosting on there, and it's got MySQL, it's got everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Bobby needs a reboot of her computer.
But yeah, this is an option based on what you want.
Okay.
At the end of the day, all we're trying to do is we're trying to cut down all the bullshit in the rooms. We're trying to cross platforms so that you don't have to be in fucking everywhere at one place. And we're trying to make it as easy as possible for the DJ that's online at the time.
Yeah.
We won't know what to do unless we can multitask.
Well, that's it, Carol. You don't need to no more. It's that simple.
Oh, good.
You can be sitting here, because this is what we do most of the time. We sit here on Skype 24 hours a day talking whilst DJing and watching the rooms. 9 times out of 10, I'm playing a game. Jerry's off playing a game whilst talking to us.
I am legitimately doing that right now.
Exactly. Like, we've got more free time. I clean my house.
Life is easy.
It is. It is. That's what I was saying. For the last 8 weeks, it has gone that easy for us. It's just run like a dream.
Since we got rid of MySQL, we have not had one single issues with Sam. Not one.
I was
I'll be
requested.
in-
I was
Oh, go
requested
ahead.
on board. I was requested on board by Bobby, and I turned around and says, "Okay, I will help you out, but no, I will not be, doing this for long term. I'm not here for long term." I gave him a 6-month period, and that was in June. It's now August, and they're getting a nice feature that helps them out, and I won't have to do anything other than maintain it. That's all I need to.
There.
All right.
Well, that's what it is, and it's up to you. Obviously, fees and stuff like that, if you want Jerry to host it, or how many licenses you want, you'd have to discuss with Jerry, but the option's out
That's
there
a
if you guys want
conversation
it.
for a different time.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we'll be finding
How's
out.
Carol doing?
Pardon?
I want to hear from Carol. I want to hear how Carol's doing.
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh,
We don't get
I'm
to hear
doing
from you very
better.
often. You've been sick lately.
I
Good to see
know.
you back.
Thanks. I'm still not eating
Yeah,
very
we've all-
good, but I am getting stronger.
That's good.
So it's really, really up to you guys how you handle it. I don't mind hosting it. I don't mind, having the. But as it is, it's really, really your choice. And I will go into the back end of the coding and make it designed for what you want as well.
Alrighty then.
I was
Welcome back, Andy.
showing. Welcome
Thank you.
back, Andy. I was showing Andy some of the features that it can do later on, and his eyes just. It was like someone stuck light bulbs in them. They glue. They was glowing like mad. He says, "I want this. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want this now," sort of thing.
He was like
I
a
want this
kid
yesterday.
in a toy store.
Yeah. It was one of those things that is sought after.
Yeah, no, some of the features that he's offering in the future with auto install and installing all the house scripts so it sets the DJs up automatically, and I was just sitting there going, hey, this is my dream. Give Neil one file, done. Run away.
I actually says, hey, this is what I'm offering, and this is what you can do.
Right.
But as you know, Tony, like back in underground days, I had half of these ideas, and I put them out there to Jerry, and the next minute we know, Jerry's come back with this. This has been my overall goal for years, to make things simpler, easier. Everyone has a request box. It goes to that. It goes to the DJ. But just it was just the fact that Sam did it balls up, and you've got to upload everything to a database through Sam, and again you've got to have a web page for that for it to be able to upload to that page, and then they could request via that and send it back to the bloody DJ. But it was only what that DJ had, and then you didn't know who it was from, what it was for. You were just like, oh, this is a request. I've got a request from I don't know who. I'm playing such and such and such and such. Like, it was useless. And I came to Jerry with it. Jerry found a shitload of the PAL scripts and started working on it, and then he went, nah, that's bull. Like, that don't work. And came back with this.
Yeah.
Andy turned around and says, this is a one thing I've been sought after for years. And I turned around and went, why has no one informed me about this? This is easy stuff.
And it is. You look at it at the end of the day, Tony. If you've got a one package that you send someone and then that downloads everything and installs it for you, settings, because Jerry can do all the PAL scripts that link straight up to the DJ, like Sam Broadcaster, that do your main page settings, your crossfade and stuff like that. It'll do all that automatically. It'll add your encoders automatically via a PAL script. So all you do is you just send them the file. They click, 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 follow the steps on a notepad, and it's done. You don't have to remote them. All you do is activate a product key and give them a DJ name and a product key. That's it. It's finished.
Yeah.
How much of a dream for you would that be? Because I know you're trying to remote people, you're trying to be tech as well as owner. How much of a dream would that be for you?
Right.
It's going to cut so much bullshit out, so much of, oh, I've got to format because TeamView's kicked me off, or, oh, we'll go over to AnyDesk, oh, AnyDesk is having problems. What other remote program are we going to? I've been there, I've done it, I've wore the fucking t-shirt. It's... You're going round and round in fucking circles all the time. You're chasing up your own exhaust pipe. This is just going to cut down everything.
Right.
He's actually had to go through my computer to help somebody else.
Oh, yeah, me and Jerry did that a few weeks ago. I forget what that was. That was the sound. That was JA9, wasn't it?
Either that or Kid.
Jerry?
What was that?
That day that you remoted through me to someone else. Wasn't that JA9 or was it
I
Mark?
have no idea. I have no idea. It was Mark. It was
Mark.
Because...
That's right.
That's right. It was Mark in Australia.
We had a technical issue here, and I couldn't figure it out. Jerry came in, couldn't figure it out. Then Jerry came back, and we were like, after we rebooted, we were like, right, now we know what the problem is. Bam, 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 and it was fixed.
Yep.
That was that hidden file that I told you about that you got to delete.
Okay.
It weren't something that I came up with. It was like, I wonder, this is throwing it out there. And I threw it at Andy, and I was hoping it wasn't that. But it turned out it was. So, since we cleared that, it fixed it.
And all it was Revo missed deleting the fucking file. So...
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I mean. It's worked. We haven't had no problems. We've been quite bored, really. I think Neil will say the same. Because Neil comes on Skype now and goes, "Is anybody around? Is there anybody around?" Normally we're here chatting, going, "Oh, I'm remoting such and such. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." Or now it's like, now I'm either sleeping or I'm away watching TV or.
This whole programming stuff happened because I was bored. I was actually bored. I actually fixed up most of the systems, and I was like, I'm bored. Let's see what I can do. I had a look at Sound Broadcaster's request system. I was like, this is shite. I can do one better. And this is how it was born.
Cool.
So, would there be any features that you or Carol would like to add, or?
I like what I see.
We will give you time because obviously I'm also going to throw in later on the actual license, but I will also throw in the source code at a higher price. This will allow you to see the very, very back end of the program and allow you to adapt it as much as you like. But that is a higher price because obviously you're taking my job away from me.
But look, at the end of the day, the reason why I'm saying is there any other suggestions that you've got? Like, Jenna had a suggestion the other day that I put to Jerry, and Jerry went yes, but no, it's going to defeat the purpose. She was on about putting a chat, send and receive chat box at the very bottom of the request box, and it defeats the whole purpose of having the request box then. So if you got any suggestions like that, throw them forwards because Jerry doesn't Jerry doesn't refuse them. Like, he'll look at them and he'll go, yeah or no, or it's not worth it, or what the fuck are you even thinking about?
Yeah.
Jerry's a simple guy. He's straightforward. He's not one of these people that bite your head off unless you contact him when he says not to.
I've had a few people do that and they've been bitten.
Yeah.
And then I gave them a warning. I'll give them a warning first. I was like, look, you have to respect my space. If you don't, I will leave. And if I leave, I'm taking all my toys with me.
Yeah.
This is a toy that is mine, but I'm leasing it out to people. That's the difference. You pay for the privilege of using it as such. You pay for the privilege of having a copy. You pay for the copy of, the product key that goes with it. You get to have a setup dedicated for yourself as well. And I'll even throw in the port on this one is 3306, but on this one it's 3307. So I can actually give you a dedicated SQL port as well. And that port is yours. It's no one else's, it's just yours. You will not have to worry about cross-contamination with other people's SAM requesters.
Right.
Every license given, you will have the responsibility of not giving out how it's done. Right? I will reveal certain things on a need-to-know basis. If let's say you fire someone, this is something else I can do real quick. These are the activation codes. Let's say someone fired me. This is released. It comes up with invalid product key. You cannot use it. This is all localized. You cannot use these codes. Click OK. The program shuts down. You cannot use it. But that is up to you how you set it up. You can request it, you can do whatever you like with it. You don't have to be constrained by the themes either. You can ask for a dedicated theme, you'll get the theme. This is opening up a whole world of, hey, this is what I'm offering. Make sure you understand this. If you have any questions, the best time to ask is now, since you got me here.
Yeah, I requested Jerry turn up today.
I'm usually not around for these things because I'm doing other things on the side and I don't want to interfere. Or I'm asleep. I woke up especially for this.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Any questions or any thing you want to suggestions, throw them out there now, because it might be a few days before you get to speak to him next. He disappears for 2-3 days at a time, sometimes a week at a time.
I have an oddball question.
Hello, Bobby.
Morning. Okay, so like, say Tony buys, 5 copies, right?
Yep.
Well, then him and one of his DJs get into a fight, and he fires them, and you deactivate that.
Yep.
That one. If he gets another DJ, can it be reactivated for that DJ since he already purchased it?
I would say no, but the actual license will ignore that. So, the actual activation, let's say Tony buys 10 licenses, and let's say the 5th license is a person who needs to be fired. That 5th license, and he's already used the 10 block, that 5th license is still available for someone else to use, but not the same code. It will not use the same code at all.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, if the license was still valid, since he did purchase it. So.
He'd just be able to generate another license out of that 10 license block.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Morning, Bobby.
Morning.
It will not allow you to create multiple licenses and then turn one off, let's say, and then make a new one and then turn that one back on. It will not work like that. Because it will go, too many licenses detected, I'm shutting down everyone. It will automatically update and put in another section, too many licenses detected, bam, shuts it down.
So I guess if anything happens and it has to be deactivated, and then say later on he gets another DJ, he can just contact you and say, this is what's going on.
If he contacts me and says, hey, I fired one DJ, but I'm unable to activate another license, then I'll have a look at the licensing and I'll go,
and
right,
we'll
the activation software. The activation software says that you had 10 DJs already. Is that still the case? And then we'll go through the list of who is a DJ there, and then turn off the one that isn't.
Okay.
Manually.
Okay, so let's imagine here for a moment that every program has a support site.
Yeah.
Will this one also have a support site?
Yes. I'll be putting up a support email address dedicated for it. Okay. So you will be able to send an email straight to me and it will alert me. Or I might even just use my Skype for it. It might just have, I might make a website dedicated for it. Right. I have to decide when that happens though. But again, this is all, available for you once it comes available and once it's ready for you. This is new for you. This is brand new. I've actually looked on the web for different versions of this. This doesn't exist. It does not exist. End of story. People are using PowerScripts scripts to do this, but the PowerScripts scripts don't work as effective.
Right.
I've even sent Andy on a wild goose chase trying to look for a program similar to this. And Andy's come back saying, there isn't a program. Please help me.
I've
You're giving me
been
nothing.
I've been looking for years, so it's not saying no. No, Bobby.
No, Bobby.
Okay.
This is a new feature. This is one of those things that has been sought after. I've seen GitHub pages asking for this.
Now,
Okay.
another quick thing that I want to touch base on, just while you're thinking about that, for any questions or suggestions. There's another project that's also happening in the background there. We've become associated with Enrique from Filetopia, and we are currently working in progress of a cross-platform API. So if you're the host of, say, WinMX and Filetopia, or IMVU and Filetopia, or wherever, the cross-platform API will be able to mirror image users from one program to the other.
Yeah.
And there's a few other features that are going to be changing with that as well. That's going to be a couple of year progress that we're working on. So I'm only stepping that in to say, bear in mind that anything that you want changed with this, or add-ons or stuff like that in the future, may be a when and if it can be got to. Am I speaking right, Jerry?
Yeah.
Because obviously Jerry's in the progress of making his own things and doing his own things over there, which if he wishes to discuss, he can. He's also helping out with Filetopia, and in the process designing this and keeping this running in the background as well. So a lot of things going on.
The things I'm working on is astronomically high, so it's not just lightweight stuff. I'm making a new chat peer-to-peer program at the same time as all of this. This is not easy going, because I have to make sure that nothing gets infected with a virus, because I'm sure you lot want your data to be secure and nothing going wrong with it.
Exactly.
This is part of why I take my time making these things.
But Jerry's in the process of making his own network like Filetopia or WinMX. He's building his own Filetopia peer-to-peer network. So, in the progress of helping us and doing Filetopia and him helping out on WinMX, he's also currently programming for that as well. So, I program with Cam on WinMX. I program the websites. I help Jerry out. Jerry helps me out. So
I'm a very busy person, so
and then we
I'll
take
be doing.
time out.
I'm doing an update program for this, so it will automatically update upon launch. If the requester has a new update, it will alert you in the box saying, "Hey, update found. Do you want to install it? Yes, no." Ideally, you will want to keep it up to date. You do not want to leave it in the back burner.
don't forget the
Just in
timeouts for
case.
gaming battles.
Just in case I discover there's a massive bug inside it and I need to fix it right then and there, I'll just give everyone an update. It will use a global auto updater, so it will just update everyone automatically, but it will not affect you using your own databases and stuff like that. In a sense, this is going to help you out. The only thing I request is that if you discover a fault or there's something astronomically messed up, you inform me so I can do something about it?
Don't whatever you do, piss off and try and get someone else to fix it or fix it yourself. Have respect to the creator. Because
This
at
is one of those
the
things
end
that
of
I
the day, if they take his code away and fuck it up, and then you come back to him with fucked up code, he's going to look at you and go, mate, why didn't you come back to me in the first place? You're an idiot.
And I will refuse to help you because that will be part of the violation of the license.
Okay.
So, Jerry, like I said, Jerry's a fair guy. He's simple to get along with. As long as you're fair with him, he's fair with you.
And I will know if you attempt to patch into it or, modify it in any way, because it will alert me. Eventually. This is all beta stuff. This is part of the process of getting it to do what I want it to do. At the moment, it's just working the way it's supposed to, except parts of it are not working, and I will get them working soon. As soon as it works, great, I will have things sorted out. I will not show the code, but Andy has seen the code himself. He goes, this cannot be, you cannot infect this computer with this code because it doesn't request admin rights. It does not scan any other area other than its own folder. It's isolated.
Code's safe as anything. I've watched him code it. I've watched him install it. It doesn't ask for admin rights. It doesn't even ask you to, when it's Windows security pops up and blocks a program, it doesn't even bother. It doesn't ask for firewall or anything.
I'll even show something. These are the files that I issued along with the themes. So what I'm going to do is select all of the files, right click, scan. This is what I'm showing. 12 files, no threats found. Absolutely 0 threats. I can put that in virus total and it would say the same thing. It might come up with a false positive, but that's only if it does. Let's go to, at the moment it's so release. Confirm. Uploading. I'm not a robot. I hate these things. So, verify. Come on. Virus total is being a bit of a pain at the moment. Confirm upload. It's not coming up. Here we go. So it's analysing 3. Your most common ones are coming up as undetected. There's no threats. These are the most common ones. There is no threats at all. No threats is a 0. It's clean as a whistle. And I will do that again for you. I will show you the actual virus total. I will even put that in if you have doubts.
You're going very quiet over there, Tony.
What's that?
I said,
You're very
quiet.
Yeah. No, I'm just watching here.
It's a lot to absorb, isn't it?
Yeah.
It even says displayed good. It's absolutely wonderful. You would expect it. It comes up with, file is not signed, but I'm not having it signed because it doesn't need to be signed. It comes up with a name. It comes up with the target machine. It only works on x64. It will not work on 32-bit operating systems. It's a target of 64-bit. Make sure you're aware of that. It does not contain any threats. That's the main thing I wanted to show you.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep it that way. If I find out that it's got a threat, I am going to find it and destroy it before it even affects you guys. So, any questions?
Nope.
More like you're more like Andy. When do I get it? How do I get it? How much do I cost? How much do I pay? Take my money, damn it!
When he came to me and he asked me any questions, I went, "You've answered them."
I think I ran out of questions.
I appreciate the questions. I really do.
Like I said, the questions and suggestions are best to get out now, because while he's creating it in the beta stage, he can adapt and do whatever's needed if it's a good suggestion or not. So I can't think of any more. I've hit Jerry with as many suggestions as I possibly can. 9 times out of 10, he's already answered them.
Did you?
Sorry, Carol?
Oh, did you all say somebody asked about a chat thing on it?
Yes, and I actually turned around and said, no, I'm not adding that because we're going to end up in the same way we are.
I don't think that would be a good idea, because we're busy playing music for people, not chatting, you know. If we want
the idea.
Well, if you have a chat thing on it, Carol, what that does is that gives them a way around the 2 chat limit or a 3 chat limit. Once they've reached their limit, then they can just message the DJ themselves and request music, and that's not fair either.
Yeah.
The whole
As far
purpose
as
of
having
this,
somebody chatting, I don't think that would be good.
the whole purpose of this is to make it fair and easy for you guys. I don't want people going, hey, I want XXXXX song playing, and I expect it done by the next hour. It's very, very counterproductive. I just want it to be fun, easygoing, and lightweight, and supportive for the community. The whole idea was to have a hard limit. That's all it is. It's a hard limit of how many you can request per hour, and after that hour, it will go back down to 0. Your request will go down to 0, or what could happen is if someone sends 20 requests and you've only got 10 request limit, that will be banned for the next 24 hours, because I'm not having someone be flooding our airwaves with their requests when they can play music themselves. They have no reason to request it.
It just
and
becomes
constantly
unfair to
requesting.
other people then.
Yeah.
But no, Jenna said about the chat, and I suggested to Jerry, and Jerry turned around and said, well, what's the point if you've got the request box? Why have a chat underneath? Like, it eliminates the process. So,
if they want to chat with the DJ, they can chat with the DJ in whatever room he's in.
True. Yeah. That's what I think too.
That's why we sit in chat rooms.
Well, we can carry on with this conversation, but as for the Thunder Mountain podcast this morning, I'm going to bid you all farewell. It's me, DJ Mute, DJ Wolfman Jack, DJ Jerry, Carol, Tony, Ian.
Have a good day, evening.
Say goodbye and carry on the rest of your day or wherever you are.